DeSean Jackson backs Shedeur Sanders as Deion's family endures its darkest days. When DeSean Jackson dropped 3 words, respect, young homie, on his Instagram story, it wasn't just a casual nod. It was a moment of brotherhood, of lineage, of passing the torch, because the former NFL deep threat wasn't just applauding a promising quarterback. He was saluting Shedeur Sanders, a young man carrying the weight of legacy, expectation, and now family illness, all while trying to climb the hardest ladder in football. This isn't just about football, it's about resilience forged in silence. It's about a father fighting cancer away from the spotlight. It's about a son refusing shortcuts or sympathy. And in a sport that often rewards flash over foundation, Shedeur's story is one of quiet grit, and it's starting to resonate in all the right places. From prime time to game time, the blueprint Deion built to understand the full scope of what Shedeur is battling. You have to start with the man who built the blueprint, his father, Deion Sanders. Long before he became Coach Prime and turned Colorado into a college football phenomenon, Deion was setting an example in the trenches of HBCU football when he took the job at Jackson State in 2020. He wasn't doing it for fame or fortune. He was already a household name, already wealthy, already cemented in history. Yet he took a $300,000 salary and then donated half of it to improve the school's stadium. The mission was bigger than wins. It was about change, and that mission inspired others. Chief among them, DeSean Jackson, the former Eagles Pro Bowler, recently accepted the head coaching role at Delaware State, an HBCU program looking for a cultural spark. His motivation was simple. I respect Coach Prime so much because I feel like he's more to me, a leader of men. I just followed the blueprint that Big Bro put down. Now, Jackson is not just echoing Deion's path, he's protecting Deion's legacy, and that includes showing support for Shedeur when the spotlight feels more like a searchlight. Don't come see me yet. Shedeur fights for his moment. Average NFL rookie quarterback has to deal with complex playbooks, veteran competition, and the pressure of limited reps. But Shedeur Sanders isn't average, and neither is his situation. Currently QB5 in a loaded Browns quarterback room, Shedeur has had to fight for every throw, sometimes literally. He's been seen tossing balls to equipment staffers just to stay sharp during practice. With Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel ahead of him on paper, it's easy to see why reps are hard to come by, and yet Shedeur isn't asking for pity. In fact, he's asking his father to stay away. I don't want him, Deion Sanders, coming to see me right now. I want to get to where I want to go for him to see me, Shedeur said in a now viral interview. I don't want him to come and see me get a couple reps and he's tearing like a good dad. Nah, you can't be proud of me right now. I gotta get to where I'm going. The message is loud and clear. Shedeur doesn't want emotion to cloud the mission. He's focused, dialed in, and he's not ready for praise until he earns it, all of it. DeSean Jackson reposted that interview on Instagram with a simple message: respect, young homie, because he gets it. He sees the discipline, the hunger, the integrity. This isn't about hype, it's about heart. The gift and the curse of being Coach Prime's son Shedeur has never shied away from being his father's son. But that legacy, that magnetism Deion carries, can be both a blessing and a burden. Every move Shedeur makes is scrutinized, not just as a quarterback, but as Coach Prime's son. It's a gift and a curse at the same time. Shedeur once said the cameras come quicker, the headlines hit harder, and when Deion walks into a room or a practice facility, the focus shifts. That's why Shedeur has asked his father to hold off on the visits. Not because he doesn't care, but because he cares so much. He wants to earn it. No shortcuts, no handouts, just grit. And maybe that's what DeSean Jackson recognized. A young man with every excuse to fold, but choosing instead to fight. Darkness off the field. DeSean's hidden cancer battle, while Shedeur fights for his spot in Cleveland. His father has been quietly waging a war of his own. Diagnosed with bladder cancer in April, DeSean underwent surgery on May 9th. He lost 20 to 25 pounds. Weight he managed to hide even from his sons. Why the secrecy? Because DeSean didn't want to distract his kids. Shedeur was focused on the NFL. Shiloh was chasing his own football dreams. And Coach Prime chose to carry the burden alone. That revelation made public just weeks ago sent shockwaves through the sports world, but for Shedeur, it was something else, a gut punch and a source of renewed determination. He's not just playing for himself anymore. He's playing for his father's peace of mind. Injuries shift the balance. Is Shedeur moment coming? Despite the tough competition in the Browns' quarterback room, fate may be shifting in Shedeur's favor. Deshaun Watson and Kenny Pickett are both dealing with injuries. Dillon Gabriel has now joined them, also sidelined with a hamstring issue. Suddenly, Shedeur, previously buried in the depth chart, is staring at a real opportunity. Although Shedeur himself had some injury concerns, he was only held out of the august second-team drills as a precaution. Head coach Kevin Stefanski assured reporters that his issue was not severe. That's key, because with Gabriel, Pickett, and potentially Watson missing the preseason opener against the Carolina Panthers, the reps may finally be coming, and Shedeur, he's ready. It's a consistent battle, he said of the grind. That kind of mindset doesn't just survive in the NFL, it thrives. A legacy in real time. There's a reason this moment resonates beyond football, because what we're witnessing isn't just a rookie trying to make a roster. We're watching a son honor his father without needing to stand beside him. We're watching a player demand more of himself when no one's asking him to. We're watching a young man shoulder pressure, expectation, and pain, and still ask for more. And we're watching that story be seen by someone who knows exactly how hard the climb is. DeSean Jackson didn't just repost a clip. He didn't just send encouragement. He recognized legacy in the making, and he honored it. Final whistle in this era of clout chasing and viral moments. Shedeur Sanders is quietly rewriting the playbook on professionalism. He's not tweeting for attention. He's not clinging to his father's shadow. He's just grinding, throwing to whoever will catch the ball, waiting for his shot. And honoring his father the only way that truly matters, by showing up when it's hard. And as DeSean Sanders recovers away from the public eye, knowing his son is built for the long haul, not the moment, might be the greatest comfort of all. Because when legends pass the torch, it's not to the loudest, it's to the one who holds it with purpose. And Shedeur Sanders, he's holding it just fine.